Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. This is a Finish It Friday video / Saturday because I'm filming on Saturday. So if you want to see what I've been working on this past week, please stay tuned. I am so excited to share with you all of the things that I've been working on. I have a completion, which is super exciting that you will get to see in this video. And then I have just a few little bitty things that I want to touch on as a part of this week. The video may seem a little bit out of order. I will try my best in editing to get everything correct and kind of just so that it flows a little bit better, but just bear with me, have patience. I hope that you enjoy what you see. I guess first I'll start with what's kind of right in front of me. Maybe. I did finish a quilt, the T-shirt quilt. I'm gonna show that to you in just a second, but I wanna go over something that I got while I was quilting that I just thought was a total game changer. And let me see, I'm gonna compare it to the other one. So this is what I got to help with my quilting. I have a walking foot. Let me see. I'm going to show you. This is the one that I have been using. It's the Singer walking foot here. And it's worked okay for me, but I was having some issues with it as far as like, I just felt like these little teeth at the bottom, like they weren't gripping the fabric as well as I would like. And so kind of on the spur of the moment while I was quilting that quilt, I was like, let me just try and see if there's another walking foot out there that might help. So I got this, let me grab, something's missing here. Okay, so, So I grabbed the Madame Sew open toe walking foot. You can see there, can you see that? Yeah. And this is it. So let me show you what was going on with the other one. So the Singer, it has this piece at the bottom, and I mean, and they both do. But this one, it seems like it would kind of break or like it would come apart. So I'm gonna see if I can pull it apart right now, which I don't really want to do, but I'm gonna show you. So it comes off pretty easily like this. And what was happening is that as I was quilting, this would come off and it would break my needle. Now, in fairness, my needle that I was using was too thin, and I think that was part of the problem too. So I did end up switching to a thicker needle. I ended up switching to like an 18, and that went through the T-shirt fabric much easier than the smaller needles that I was using. So that is user errors, and I accept that. But I did notice that even with the bigger needle, sometimes this part was still kind of popping off. So I grabbed the, I ordered the this Madame Sew from Amazon. And so here's the foot right here. Okay. And it does have an open toe. So if you look here, it's nice and clear. This one, not so much. Let me see if I can move that out of the way. Well, never mind, hold on. But this one didn't do as well, and it just doesn't seem as durable as this Madame Sew. And in fairness, I don't really know because I've only used it for this one quilt. But see, this one has an open toe. This is the Madame Sew, this one does not. So this one is automatic, like it was easier to move around. Also, it has some little red lines there that kind of gives some demarcation for 1/4 inch. There's a center line here that really helped as I was stitching, just to have the needle on that center line. And I'm gonna put a little blip of me sewing with this foot so that you can kind of see it. I'm gonna insert that here in the video. For me, this one is really nice. So I'm happy with my Madame Sew. It also came with this little guide, and I guess that you can put it in here. And so if you want to do, you can have the same distance between your quilting. That's what this is for. But I just wanted to let you guys know about that this is, it changed the game on my walking foot quilting, and I want to try it out on something else, but I don't think I'm going to use this one anymore. It's just a little too flimsy. So I don't know. But this one, the Madam Sew, I'm going to stick with that for a while. All right, so that's out of the way. Another thing that I've been working on is this bear. It should be done next week. Over this week, I have pressed the fabric, interfaced it, pattern pieces, all of that. So I've done that. And so this, I'm currently stuffing the torso. It's going to be done really soon. All right, now I also did a little bit of work on my Pellon strip, and this is really interesting because it's interesting how you do a thing a certain way and then suddenly you're like, hey, what if I tried it a new way? And what I decided to do, this piece is super long, and all I did was I grabbed a paper clip to hold it, and it makes such a difference when I'm stitching. This one is going to be a neutral or a light strip, and so this is how far I've gotten on it so far. Okay, now let's see, I'm going to go ahead and insert two of bits and pieces of things that I'm going to be doing. You're going to see that completed quilt, but you're also going to see one of my fun projects, and then at the end I'm going to come back and talk to you about my other fun project. Here is the first thing I want to share on this week's video. This is a completed t-shirt quilt. I am really excited about the way this quilt came out. I want to zoom in a little bit so you can see the quilting on it, but here, let's just do a little quilt appreciation post, or slide down right quick. And then we'll zoom in on the quilting. I have a little kind of a diamond pattern. I did some diagonal quilting here. So let's see, where's it going to show up the best? Let's look at this one. Yeah, so that one, so let me show you kind of how I quilted it. I did in the ditch, so vertical and horizontal. And then I started at like the corner of that top block, and then went through the corners diagonally, right? So you can see that there. I'm kind of going through the center so you can see it. And then I went kind of halfway in between the seam lines so that we could get a nice diamond pattern. It's so nice. I'm so happy with it. And then we have on the side of this, we have a little flange binding here. And you can see it, it's black, and then the piping is a little gray. And I've already washed this, so it looks very cuddly and quilty. And I washed it with a color catcher. I didn't think that anything would bleed because these shirts have already been worn and washed, but nothing bled. Let me show you the back here. And the quilting is so nice on the back. And there's a little preview of something else that we'll talk about in the video, but you can see that quilting there. And I'm so excited because I get to deliver this quilt tomorrow. So I'm really happy with it. So I guess we'll go ahead and talk about the other thing that's under this quilt. I'm going to move this quilt and then we'll talk about it. So this is one of my kind of fun projects that I'm going to be working on. For right now, it's like my last project of the day, kind of every other day. And it is my coin quilt that I made with some African fabrics. And the reason it's here on the floor is because I'm going to be piecing a back. And I want to have this on the floor so that I know exactly how big to make the back of the quilt. I'm going to link the videos for this quilt in the description box and in the iCard, so you can go check it out if you have not seen me make this quilt. This one is probably a couple years old, but I'm really happy with this look, and I can't wait to share with you what I'm doing for the back of it. I hope that you have really enjoyed and perhaps been inspired by what you've seen in this video. I have, because of my schedule, being able to work almost all day, I've been able to just be a little bit more motivated, more focused, and really just stay on one project at a time has really been helping me. And then I like that burst at the end of the day where I get to work on something fun, which is basically just for myself, not for commission. So I hope that you can gain some inspiration from that, some encouragement. Keep being creative. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Please thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.